Ladies and gentlemen, seekers of truth and knowledge, welcome to an experience that will take you on a captivating journey beyond our world. Today we have a special treat for you as we sit down with the renowned Andromedan Contactee Alex Collier. Prepare yourself for a rapid-fire question and answer session that delves into the depths of cosmic wisdom and unveils the mysteries of the universe. As always, please remember to like this video and share it with your friends and family. That way, it gets seen by more truth seekers. Also, remember Alex hosts a live webinar 3 times a month on a Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, so be sure to visit the link in the description for more information. But for now, here are today's rapid-fire questions and answers.
Dear Alex, brother, in the last webinar, you mentioned the Alliance was trying to establish, quote, light zones, unquote, of higher frequency for those of us moving into fourth, so that dark entities in the lower astral realms could not attack us when we were passing through to 5D. Now in October, you say you've informed us that we're already in 5D. Does this mean we're now safe from dark entities of the lower astral realms?
Not everybody's in fifth.
Yeah.
Not everybody is in fifth. There's still a majority of the people in third. There are some in fourth, and even fewer in fifth. Those who are in fifth density consciousness, yeah, they really can't be touched anymore because of a frequency level that they're in. Those in fourth, they're subject to attachments and to psychic attack. Those in third are completely oblivious to any of the two I just mentioned. Okay, they're walking around with physical attachments or being psychically attacked, being leached, their energy being leached off of them. And they're walking around and they're sick. They can't get their health back. And that's because their energy, their frequency is being siphoned off. Ghosts, negative energies, in order to be in this physicality, they need energy. And the only place to get it is off of living things. I have said this before. And that's what's happening. Those who did not transition the earth plane, who were here either as ghosts or negative entities that got trapped in this realm or were called into this realm by dark rituals that are stuck here because those idiots didn't know how to get rid of them. They only knew how to call them in. They're freaking out because they realize that the frequency's rising and they're terrified of death. They're so disconnected from their soul consciousness or any soul group that they were attached to that they're just lashing out. They're doing anything and everything they can because their entire soul, their whole entire consciousness that's stuck here is in a state of perpetual fear. I don't know how to say it any simpler than that. As the frequency continues to rise, which it's going to, when I think a majority of people in third density get into fourth density consciousness, we will begin to visually see these things that I'm sharing with you now that we're going to talk about. We won't need cameras, okay? We won't need infrared. We will be able to see them because our own frequency will allow us to begin to see that other realm, that hidden realm. Those in fifth density, they see stuff. They just may not be talking about it. Because you catch shit, you know? Because you get shit. Because so many people are so comfortable being numb. They're so comfortable being numb. Or you get attacked by other people who have nothing else to do.
Are those of us that are here on Earth during this time of the Great Awakening also lying in stasis somewhere else in the future because we made the choice to be here to help during this transition? Yeah, that's an interesting question, Judy.
It is a good question. And that simply isn't true for anybody that I know. It may be true for others, but to my knowing, to my experience, traveling for meetings and being on board other ships for meetings, etc., which I usually never talk about, and I still won't talk about. There are people that I know and I recognize that are there. And some of them actually meet their fourth and fifth density selves, aspects of themselves that are physically there. You are Judy, you are a multidimensional being. That doesn't mean that you cannot be 2, 3, or 4 places at once, maybe even 5. It does not mean that you have to go into a cryostasis in order to have your soul here. No, no, no. Remember, when this holograph was created, the dimensions were created from the highest to the lowest. You came in as 11th density being. Then you decided to explore, and you went from 11 to 10 to 9 to 8. Some people stay there. They're like, I'm good here. I'm good at 8, or I'm good at 9. Some of us, more inquisitive, maybe more daring, more adventurous, say, well, let's see what's going on here. So we went into 7th, 6th, 5, 4. And then we thought, well, third density sounds like a good idea. Yeah, we all need to review that, reevaluate that decision. So we come into 3rd, and then we get stuck here. And we found ourselves in a situation where we got stuck. We got trapped. And that trapped, was due to technology, dark technology. Because all technology has 2 sides to it. It's all based on the intent of those using the technology. I cannot answer that question for you. You need to come to that conclusion yourself. But if you're having dreams and you're traveling when you're asleep, and you find yourself on board, and you find yourself with a group of other people in these dreams, and you can touch, you can smell, you can see color, then you're clearly not in stasis. You're there.
Edgar Casey referred to the Arcturians as being of extremely high positive vibration, present not much in physical form, but more in telepathic communications with Terrans. What do you know of the Arcturians and their mission in regards to the evolution of the Earth and her inhabitants?
There are many Arcturian contactees. Vivian Chevet is one of them. And there are others. I would ask you to contact them directly and ask, since that's who they're representing. Whatever information I've given is what I have. My focus has been primarily grounding the Andromedan information that they've wanted to share with humanity, and focusing on humanity, on us. I don't spend a great deal of my time wondering what the other races are doing. If it's something I need to know, more Morine tells me. If it's something I don't need to know or it's not necessary at the moment, then I don't get that information. He understands that we're all doing the best we can here. We are all trying to survive a archaic, trapped, debt slave prison based on a monetary system. And that system has enslaved and impoverished everybody. Even those who have a lot of money, who they think are wealthy, it's not your money. They will take it from you if they want, if you don't continue to play ball with them. It's really simple. They can make or break anybody. That system's changing. We are moving through that transition to a monetary system that will be Earth's last monetary system before we transition to a civilization that is not in a monetary system. This is why it's important that we be open to mentoring as to how to make these transitions. Okay? Everybody's, oh, they're all dark. I'm so sick of hearing this shit. We live in a duality. That means there's positive and there's negative. You know, if you want to just focus on the negative, then that's all you're going to see is the negative, because that's where your focus is. You know, turn around. The positive's right behind you. The wisdom has been chasing you, but you have been running so fast, the wisdom cannot catch up to you. So you're stuck in your illusion that everything is evil and dark. Slow down, let wisdom catch up to you, and you will begin to see more and more and more. And you will become amazingly self-empowered with more knowledge. I'm in such a way today, you know.
Alex, can you explain how the mind-reading technology or artificial telepathy the deep state uses works, and how they use it to control, confuse, and manipulate?
No, Katie, I can't. I know that they started using subliminal messages in music, and then they watched what would happen, and they would make sure that they would play songs over and over and over again, all over the airwaves, because of the subliminal messages, and then they watched the reaction of the people. I don't have any direct information regarding AI, fake AI telepathy. I have been sheltered from that. So I frankly don't have any information on that, and I apologize. I don't. But you know what, Kate? I will ask. Okay? Because the A's are close. I'll know what I'll be hearing from them, probably on the trip. I have a lot of conversations when I'm driving, and this is a very long drive. Okay? Thank you for that.
What do the A's say about angels? There seems to be so many more named angels than 50 years ago. And I also wonder how supportive the Catholics' guardian angels, Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael, really are. As a kid, I thought some pictures of them were rather creepy. Do you know any angels who are truly supporting humanity?
Who asked that question? Is that
Lynn Powell.
Lynn Powell? Well done, Lynn. Well, let's talk about the archangels. There are many churches all over the world, predominantly in Christian nations. I think there's some in Muslim nations that are shrines and are revered for the Archangel Michael. If you go back to the early information that the A shared with me, it was their opinion that the archangels, arc, is that they controlled and protected areas of the earth from invasion and from other dangers. These groups of these arcs were fleets of starships. Each of them was led by a commander: Uriel, Raphael, Michael, Gabriel. Now, I had an experience on my father's birthday in February of 2003, where I was going to leave. And I've shared this. I have shared this. And after that experience, Mornay and other Andromedans were blown away. That's the only way to say it. They were blown away. They were not aware in fifth density that these beings actually existed. Now, the presence that came to me was a woman. She was feminine. And she told me that my mother sent me. Now, I'm not sure that that's the mother I have in this lifetime or the mother. Okay. I don't have an answer for that. But I can tell you that that experience has been shared throughout fifth density. That being, I think this is the first time I'm saying this to anybody, that being, based on what the A's have learned, she came from 11th. She came from 11th. It doesn't mean I'm 11th density. It's not what that means at all. It just means for some reason, someone made a decision to intervene to keep me here. And I don't know any more than that. That doesn't mean, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean status. It doesn't mean anything like that. I don't have any answers to that. Okay? Because for me, I'm good with fifth density and I know how to get home. I do. But I do have obligations. I do have commitments. And I did give my word. So the way I look at this experience is I was being reminded of that. So you can take that any way you want, and most of you will. you know, I mean, I have trouble controlling Merlin, never mind another human being.
If non-humans and their malevolent purpose tech were rightfully removed from our planet, what 3 steps would you suggest to stabilize things worldwide during that transition?
Wow. Wow. Okay. The first would be to acknowledge the benevolence that all of us are. The second is to understand and to know that each one of us is all that is. The third would be to express to all of humanity that we are loved beyond measure. This would calm everyone down and ground everyone in the idea that they are and always will be love and the light. There is no true death. Physicality changes even for all other living things. No single spirit lives in an organic body forever because there is no forever. The longevity of any physical organism is what it is. But those things with spirit always remain, regardless. If everyone understood that, they would understand that you are now and you are forever. There you have it. There you have it.
What do you think of the Ascended Masters? Do you think they are part of the Matrix? David, this is so. Also, I've heard expansion of our chakra system may be being used to harvest our energy. Your thoughts? Those are memes that have been going around for quite a while.
You know, the Ascended Master is a very interesting question. I asked that, when I was a kid. Um, when contact became far more regular when after I had turned 16 and into my early 20s. Someone had given me an Elizabeth Clare Prophet book, which I read, and those books were full of Ascended Masters information. And I can recall being again on Mornay's ship and asking the question just very innocently, if they were Ascended Masters. And Mornay smiled and Visayas scowled. He was like, like I was an idiot. And he said, there are no masters. It's impossible to know everything. So at a contact after that particular one, where it was just Morine and not Visayas, he brought up the subject that because one comes from another dimension does not necessarily mean that they're ascended anything. He said, we just come from a different frequency. Regarding the master, he goes, I have to refer back to what Visayas said. It is impossible to contain all knowledge of all things. And in our culture, there are no masters. For that reason, we know this to be impossible. So, you can take that any way you want. I prefer to think that I don't have a master, and that whatever knowledge anyone else has that I do not, I am fully capable of at least acquiring that level of knowledge and experience. So those around us, those off-world, those in the non-physical, if I take what the A's have said literally, and I do, no one should be representing themselves as an ascended master. They may be in a higher realm, but did they ascend from third density? The answer is probably no. Do they know all things? Well, they may know about third density, but they're probably still learning about whatever dimensional plane they're on. They're still learning their plane. They're still living an experience, which means they haven't learned everything yet. That's how I look at this, which is why you don't ever hear me use that term ascended master, ever, unless it's, tongue in cheek. But I don't recall doing that for quite some time. So there you go. That's their opinion. And I hold to that as well. Next question, please.
Thank you.
Well, hold on. A sage doesn't mean they're an ascended master. A sage means they're a teacher. Okay? They're a teacher. They bring knowledge to impart to others. That doesn't mean they're an ascended master or a master of anything. It just means they contain a higher level of knowledge. Okay? Somebody put that in the chat. Mervat, Corey, something to that? Thank you.
There you have it, fellow truth seekers. An enlightening and exhilarating rapid-fire question and answer session with the remarkable Alex Collier, sharing his profound encounters with the benevolent Andromedan extraterrestrial beings. As we continue our cosmic journey, let us embrace the wisdom of the Andromedans and carry their message of love, unity, and compassion with us. Together, we can create a world where humanity stands united, ready to embrace the wonders that await us in the vast expanse of the universe. If you found this rapid-fire question and answer session fascinating, hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family. Subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on more captivating content like this. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure. Until next time, may the stars guide you on your path of enlightenment and exploration. And remember to always seek knowledge and stay curious. If you want to get the latest information from Alex Collier, we host a live webinar 3 times a month on a Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. For more information and dates of upcoming live webinars, please visit alexcollier.org. Please click on one of the above videos to seek more of Alex Collier's knowledge.